Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and welcome to week 4 of the Sweet as a Peach virtual coffee and a card class. Now, I have to say, I'm amazed that I'm here at 10 a.m. It is incredible how much longer things take when you have a sore back. I can relate to my parents who say they're really busy because everything takes a ton longer. I'd say about 4 times as long as normal. But I'm ready to make a card with you. Let's take a look. And here we are. So this is the card for today, and the star of the show is this banner punch. And so we're going to get started. The only thing that I've changed on the card today is that I could not find the embossing folder for this. And this was the brush strokes, I believe, or paint. I'll have to look it up to see what the name of this background embossing folder is. But I decided to use a brand new one, and it's called Birchwood, I believe, or Barn Board. You know what? I should look it up so that we know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see in the new catalog and see what this one is called. Because I think the other one is also, here we go. Okay, it's called Bark. So this is the one that I've used today, and it's really lovely. And this is the one that I wanted to use, and it's called Painted Texture. But I thought with my sore back, I am not going to be bending and digging and finding. I redid my stamp room, but all my embossing folders are actually downstairs except for the current ones. So anyway, I had shown this card a while ago for you guys to vote on what you like best. So let's have a look-see. Oh yeah, the volume is there, so that is good. I almost forgot to check. So this piece of white is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of pale papaya, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we're going to do that first. Okay, I have my stamp and seal here. And it doesn't really make a difference which side you use. It's a good thing our paper is nice and sturdy. Sometimes when you use an embossing folder and you get all this texture, the adhesive can make it tear. So I'm just lining up my top corners and then going down. And I'm glad that my card turned out okay so far, because I just finished putting just a smidgen of makeup on my face so I wouldn't look completely haggard. But I don't know if I washed my hands afterwards, and then there's foundation. Oh my goodness. So if there's some brown streaks on here, you know what it's from. Okay, so I have a card base, and I always use thick cardstock. So we have thick cardstock both in white, in basic white, and in very vanilla. It really does make a difference for your card. It's a lot sturdier. This is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. So we can go right ahead and put this on, or I can put my little strips of pretty paper here. So this is a little strip of the Sweet as a Peach paper. Isn't that cute? This is 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. We'll put that on first. There, and it's going up about 1 inch from the bottom. Okay. I was supposed to do this class in person today, but I decided that I just didn't have the fortitude to bake. My back is a little bit better, so there's progress. And I do think there's a bit of an echo. Sorry for that if it is so. There we go. All right, and isn't that cute? Just a little bit of tiny little piece of paper here. I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Okay, so this can go on the card front. I will read your comments later to see what you're all saying. I'm so glad you're here. I realize that some days it takes a lot just to show up. There we go. And now we're going to make this pretty tag, which is the focal point of the card. So this piece is a hair less than 2 inches by 4 3/4. And what we're going to do, I've got it right here. So our punches, when you come, they're locked. There's this little thing here. Some people think they get a broken punch. So you have to unlock it, and then you slide it in here as far as it will go, and then push down. And then look, you have a hole and you have the pretty edge right away. Now I think that I may have cut mine a bit long. I did. I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch. I think it was only supposed to be 4 1/2 inches. Okay. So I'm going to trim a 1/2 inch off. It's a better idea to have it a little bit long anyway, so that you can, it's easier to take off. You cannot add. The only way to add would be to put cardstock on. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to put the sentiment on the bottom, and I like to use my Stamparatus. So let's have a look, see here. And we're going to use Have a Peachy Day. There we go. I think that's what this one says. Yeah, goodness, yes. Okay. And I probably should have done it before I trimmed it, but it works. It's nice and tight. Hold it down with the magnet. Put your little Peachy Day at the bottom, and then we'll pick it up. And I'm stamping the Have a Peachy Day with Pear Pizzazz, and I realize I haven't been in the picture very well. Sorry. Little back medication is affecting my brain. There's no doubt about that. Thank you to my angel, Yvonne McFadden, for dropping that off to me. I'm telling you, the Stampin' family is amazing. There we go. And I'm going to go over it once more. I have a feeling that I stamped it in early espresso and didn't clean it off. It looks a little, it's got a brownish hue to it. See, sometimes I screw up too. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I have already cut out the branch. See? And you can pop it up or you can leave it flat. And I'm giving you those options because I am looking to see if I have my tiny little poppers. No, I only have big ones here. Well, you know what? We'll make do. And although I do have this new little thing beside my desk where I keep my little pretties, and guess what? I have some dimensionals there as well. Saved. And did you know you can also tear these if you need to? So I'm putting a little one there. And here. It is nice when you use the dimensionals. It does give it added dimension, just like it says. And one more. And then you know what? While we're at it, we'll put some on the peaches too. And the peaches can have a big one. It's those little things that make a difference in your card. You can have a simple card, but then you really have to pay attention to the detail. Oops, it's stuck on my finger. There. I know some people are really organized and they put those little dimensionals backings right away into a garbage. I just sweep them up later. Okay, so I like to put it on an angle so that the leaves are going off a little bit in the one spot. It just looks nicer. And then 1, 2, and 3. Isn't that pretty? And then the coup de grace, the finishing touch, is this pretty ribbon in Pale Papaya. So it helps if you take your paper snips, cut on an angle, and then you can slide it through the hole a little bit easier. Oops. There we go. And then we could trim it right away. Sure, why not? And then we're going to take some twine and tie it in a little bow around the bottom. And it's just a neat little change. Our twine comes in a pack of 5 different neutral colors, which is, and I think there's more of the white and the black because you use it more often. So that's a little tip that I did not know. And now we're going to put it on our card, like so. We're just going to pop it up, and then it's missing one little thing. Can you guess what it is? I'm going to show you in just a minute. Now I'm looking for my big dimensionals again. I moved them out of the way. Oh, here they are. We're going to pop up this tag, and then we're going to add some, we'll put one in the middle. I'm so glad that this is a quick and easy card today because my back is already complaining. I realize that I'm going to get a standing desk. Some people just are susceptible to certain things, and every couple months or so, my back decides to do bad things. So the last thing is these gems. They're silver and clear epoxy essentials. So you get a whole sheet of clear ones and a whole sheet of silver ones. So today I'm going to use the clear ones because they remind me of water droplets. And, oh, it's upside down. Here we go. They have them upside down so they don't rub together. And I don't know how good I'm going to be at this because, oh, that wasn't too bad. I have the shakes a little bit from that back medicine. And I haven't had coffee or breakfast yet because my shower was quite the ordeal. To wash your hair when you have a sore back, you're terrified to bend over because you don't want anything to go into spasm again. I know. You know what? It does make you very grateful that normally you have no troubles. My heart goes out to people who have chronic pain. You know what? I'm going to put some, oh, that one just went flying. I have no idea where it went. I will find it. You know what? Usually that ends up on the bottom of your foot or your sock. I don't step on Lego pieces anymore, but I step on gems. There we go. One here, and maybe one at the top. It's a dewy morning in the peach orchard. Yeah, it's not, you're laughing at me. There you go. And we'll put one up here. Oh, now it's stuck to my finger. There we go. There. Isn't that pretty? And my dimensionals don't belong there. There must be a bit of static happening. So this is a fantastic set. I love it. The stamp set and the paper, everything goes together so well. This one was a little bit darker. I don't know if I used Poppy Parade on there. Every card is unique. Both embossing folders look lovely, I think. And my Peachy Day definitely has a brown hue to it. So I will be showing you guys how to make the box that Carolyn van der Straten made for me. I'm just going to grab it. This is the box. As soon as my back feels better, I will do a tutorial on this box. I think it's super cute. Carol makes such lovely things. This slides off and then it opens up. There's a pouch here for a big chocolate bar or whatever, and then there's a little thing here. You could tuck a little note in or something. But here you can see how all the beautiful peach paper works together so nicely. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you have liked the cards from the last 4 weeks, I have 2 kits left. And I'm also doing this class in person next week. So I hope that you can join me. I'm going to transfer here. And this is my undried hair. And you know, it does look a little bit better. What do I have on my face? I think I have ink. I do. I see it going away. All right, guys. Greetings and hugs from your somewhat sore squirrel. I hope that you have a wonderful day. If you are feeling healthy and whole, be grateful because you don't know what you've got till it's gone. All right. Thanks for joining me. Have a super day. Bye.